But I think, I don't know, I think they've got it that the time the race was going to end plus 2 laps. I think they got that out pretty early on in the first rain delay. And I mean, that's all we can ask for, right? I know we want to make the whole race and get the whole thing in, but it's good to be honest with ourselves and understand that we only have so much daylight in a day. And these teams plan and strategize for so many different things that, you know, what's one more thing, and it's knowing when that's going to be and how that plays out in stone is probably the way it should be.
Steven Stumpf, Frontstretch.com, one for Tyler first. You know, with you running down the front of the pack at the end, to what Jordan said, do you kind of think that caution that came out right after we got resumed after the second stage, do you think that was probably the difference between being there and challenging Bowman and being 3 seconds back at the end?
No, the difference was the mistake on the last lap where it hit the wall. I can't really tell what it did, but it bent the wheel, and the right front was kind of wandering on its own the rest of the lap. So I was, at that point, I mean, the gap formed back up because I didn't want to drive into turn 6 and hit the tire barrier and finish last. I had a gap back to Ty, so I was just trying to manage it, and it seemed like in a lot of the right-hand corners, you know, without the weight on that now broken part of the car, it run okay, but certainly after I hit the wall that hard, my hopes of catching him were gone.
Thank you.
Being on rain tires while the track was still probably too dry to take advantage of that, and how did it kind of swing your way then after that in the second half?
Yeah, it was really bad. You know, it buried us. I mean, we ended up losing a lap. And so, you know, that just put us behind. You know, we were in the top 5, and when we did that, we just got so far behind. I understand the call and going for it because, you know, on the radar there was rain right there. So usually if you're the first to put the rain tires on before the rain hits, you're going to end up leading. And so it was just an aggressive move that didn't pay off. But fortunately, we were able to get in position to wave around, and then the rain came, and you know, we restarted 32nd there after the rain delay. So to get to top 5 is great. It's a good recovery, but it's not what we needed today. We needed a win, and but we have the speed, and we just we just didn't have enough laps today to get back through the field quick enough. With all the cautions and single file restarts, makes it really hard. So it's hard to recover once we were that far back.
So without that
ticking, and I just need this to be green.
Yeah, you're telling me it's definitely frustrating for sure, but you know, it's part of it, and it's just the way it goes. It's like it's out of my control that the guys are stuffed in the fence, which I've almost done that like 8 times today, so I can say that. But yeah, it's frustrating, but at the same time, it's out of my control. So like the more I am frustrated about it, then I'm just at that point kind of being a little selfish or just being a little bit petty, I guess.
All right, we'll go to Steven.
Steven Stumpf, Frontstretch.com. Ty, when you guys made the decision to pit before the end of stage 2, was kind of the expectation you guys thought everyone would come down? Was it a surprise to see that many cars stay out?
Yeah, it was, but it made it fun though, because we had to kind of work our way through, and everybody that just followed put rain tires on, honestly, or dry tires on. I feel like if everybody put dry tires on with the way the conditions were, it would have been a crapshoot. So I'm kind of glad that half of them put rain tires on, but at the same time, I wish the 48 took dry so that we could catch them, but you know, whatever, congrats to them.
Yeah. And then I want to talk about the moment earlier in the race where Larson kind of just barreled into turn 6. He almost barely got you. Did you see that in your mirror?
Yeah, I felt it. I think he just barely touched me, so I'm glad I didn't get collected there. Just pushing your entries, and the brake bias is really important, especially in rain racing. So you know, if you have a lot of front brake to it or have some front brake to it and you catch a puddle or whatever, that thing takes off. That thing's like a rocket, so you got to watch out and just be aware. But I was definitely glad that I didn't get collected there. It was a close one.
Yeah, thank you.
This is Custom Patch Hats. But what makes us custom? Well, that actually begins with you. We're just bringing your unique vision to life. No knockoffs, no lookalikes. Your design is one of a kind. We know hats, we know design, and we know quality. The proof? It's in our production. Hand-stitched with precision and care, with brands you know and trust. A one-of-a-kind patch deserves a one-of-a-kind treatment, all the way to your doorstep. It's how we keep it custom.
Steven Stumpf of Frontstretch.com here. Come back for more great racing videos, and if you like us, don't forget to hit that subscribe button.